Hi again, friends, and welcome to another episode of Global Card Journeys. And in today's episode, I'm heading to the New Zealand Card Collectors Show down in Wellington. One of the things that I really noticed on the way down was the abundance of cones along the way, as you can see. It's estimated that New Zealand has more cones than people, so it's a pretty funny statistic, I think. Anyway, the trip from Auckland to Wellington takes about 8 hours, and on that trip, we had to cut it up in half. So I left home straight after work with my family. We slept overnight halfway down the country, and then we carried on in the morning. As you can see, the road in the morning was stunning. When we drove through Desert Road, you could see Mount Ruapehu to our right, and it was just a great little drive, exhausting and long and tiring, but totally worth it. I think one of the most enjoyable things about being back home in New Zealand is going on road trips and just seeing different parts of the country. It's a really rustic, agricultural country. Anyway, after 8.5 hours on the road, we finally made it to Wellington, the capital city. We went past Sky Stadium, which is where the Wellington Hurricanes play their games, and I dropped my wife and daughter off at Te Papa Museum so they could look around the museum at the exhibits. As you can see, there's a lot about Māori culture. It's very interactive. My daughter loved it. They had a great time, and while they were there, checking the place out, I was back on the road, heading over to Steve Summers' house. Now, Steve is the guy who runs the New Zealand Card Collectors Show, and he was gracious enough to host me. This is Steve to the left of the picture, and there's Justin on the right. You'll recognize them both from earlier episodes of Global Card Collectors. Steve is a cricket card collector, and Justin is the rugby man. And we were at Steve's house because the event was close to Wellington, and that's where he lived. Anyway, Steve was gracious enough to host myself and a few others as we talked cards and looked over Steve's awesome collection of cards and his crazy full card room.
All black memorabilia, again meant for kids, all kind of fun, kind of bits and pieces.
Meant for kids.
Or meant for big kids, I should say.
That's right.
Big kids like us. Yeah. And then, games and things like that, and then cards. And so
These all.
So that's all. Right. So there's all sports.
I collect Monopoly.
And then like the gum card, like display boxes.
Wow.
And then through here, New Zealand trade collection.
Look at how perfectly organised you are, right? When I was trying to find cards
just
today.
what I talk about is the albums. My next stage is to get all the same type of album. So and everything. Yeah, I just because it just annoys me having the various ones, but it's just more of a sorting exercise. And then here is like cigarette.
I was going to say cigarette cards, yeah.
Yeah, vintage, instant Kiwis. Then I've got cereal, all there, and then all my gum cards are all in 5,000 count boxes down there.
Are those golden Kiwi tickets worth anything?
Really?
No,
I've just got the first 10 years.
What I remember. 26.
Yeah.
And the card and the lights.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the gold as opposed to the instant Kiwis? Yeah. So yeah.
That's insane.
That's about it.
That's a lot, mate.
That's what happens when you collect for, 35 years? Something like that.
Now, Justin to the right of this picture, the rugby card guy, officially launched his second rugby card book. It's called the New Zealand Rugby Card and Collectibles Guide. He launched that at the show, but we were lucky enough to get a preview of that book the day before. Justin, do you want to talk to us about the book?
What's it talk about?
Go on.
Okay, so it's now the sister book of the original 2008 International Rugby Cards. Now we've got 2024 New Zealand Rugby Cards. So I tried to sort of match them up, keep them all, similar looking, but So it fits on your shelf nicely. So, you know, guys, 2 for the price of 1. But yeah, well, I don't know what there is to say really. How many? 220 pages of card goodness. New Zealand cards, just your normal trade cards through to your cigarette cards, phone cards, instant Kiwi scratch cards, and then just some oddball memorabilia as well. So yeah, 25 years of rugby collecting comes down to 1 book.
Amazing.
Enjoy.
A few of us also took part in a case break where we opened some 2018 New Zealand rugby cards. So Brent's just opened up our first packet. He's got Brody. Can you flip that one around? And it's unnumbered, even though it's supposed to be numbered to 200. So ultra rare.
First pack.
You just rated number 1.
But it's unnumbered. It's an unnumbered one.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
This is the side of things.
What we didn't get on film was this card here. I opened this one up as the last packet of the break, and an unnumbered card needed to go with an unsigned card. So here's my unsigned signature card of Israel Dag. After hanging out for a while, we went off to the venue together to set up for the card show the next day. So this is what it all looked like before the madness of Sunday. Before heading home, the group went over to Brewtown, just across the road, where we caught up and got to meet a few of the vendors and talk cards for a couple of hours. It was great fun. The next morning, Sunday morning, was where the madness all began. Here's our table that we set up. So I was just a small vendor, but there were some vendors there who had 10 tables to themselves. There's me just going through the place before the doors opened and before the madness began. There's my friends from Card Crazy setting up. You can see a little bit further down the line, you've got a whole bunch of TCG stuff. There were a lot of TCG sellers and a lot of TCG buyers as well. Some Funko Pops, all that kind of thing. The front row of tables were a lot of the cigarette cards and a lot more of the vintage stuff, which was really cool. And I definitely had a good look through those as well. Here we are, just finishing off setting up our little stand. At 10 o'clock, they open the doors to the general public. Check it out. It is pumping, and it's barely just started, and we're already getting pretty full, guys. Here, there you can see the crowds are in. There's my friends from Card Crazy over here. There they go. Yeah, there they go. It's pretty packed, so we'll keep going. I'm having a great time.
Happy to be here. Man.
Check it out. And I'm here with the organizer, Steve. Steve, how's everything going so far?
Fantastic. It's we opened the doors. There was probably a good at least 100, 150 who came through, and it's been non-stop. The crowd's rare. What we're noticing, like the public space tables are being used. Kids are into it, families are here, and plenty of buying and selling and trading. Yeah, really going off, really enjoying it.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yep.
This was an interesting stand. This is PCG Grading, a New Zealand grading company which deals mainly with TCG cards, but they are moving into the sports card market as well. I'm hoping to have an interview with them in the near future to learn more about it. Hey mate, how did today go?
Great.
Yeah?
Really enjoyable. Great to see everyone coming out and enjoying cards and having some fun with it, ripping some product. It's been excellent.
Yeah, I had a great time too. Good turnout. Good turnout.
Really good turnout. Yeah.
Perfect.
Can't wait to do it again.
So in total, there were 139 vendor tables, 11 public space tables, and there were 53 vendors all up. The show ran from 10 o'clock in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and there were around 1,000 people who attended on the day. What are your thoughts on the show, mate?
Oh, holy moly.
You had a good time?
Great show. Heaps of people. I don't know if I should say this, made plenty of coin.
Good.
Sold heaps, bought some stuff,
Yeah?
bought some really good stuff actually.
Perfect.
Really pleasing.
Great.
So many people, mate.
Yeah, how many people? So how many people ended up buying your book? You get a few sales there too?
Well, I only bought 20 of the new book with me.
Okay.
And sold them all.
Wow.
So and a few people I need to get back in contact with to send the book up.
Perfect,
to them.
mate.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it's
Good
good.
job.
No, really good. Yeah. So and how about yourself?
Yeah, I had a great time, man. I had a great time. It's my first big card show, and it was just as good as I could have hoped for, man. It's so great, yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, well, until next year.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey.